Zorko came out very strong on Monday with some very strong messages. Have the boys responded to that in the ensuing days?
Oh, look, I mean, we'll wait and see, I guess, whether we want to respond to last week. I mean, say whatever you like midweek, but it's your actions on the weekend. It's the only thing that matter. So, look, we were beaten up a little bit around the ball. The keys got a hold of us a little bit as well. So that kind of, also that's also a part of the evolution of what we're going through with our younger players as well. So, look, there's a bit there to work on. But look, we remain confident in the back half of the week, every week, that you can come out and perform.
What is it about Richmond that has given you so much trouble over the years?
Look, I guess Richmond not as if they've belted us in any one particular game over the years, but just haven't been able to get over the top of them. I think we've had, the last battle was similar scoring shots, we were a bit inaccurate. So look, I think, it's not like the team is that much better, we just haven't been able to, actually find the way to get over the top of them. So let's hope this is the start of it. Oh, look, they were passionate, they were well directed, and I think that the fans would actually probably agree with him. I don't think what Zork said was wrong. How you say it and the message, it seems always a work on for players. Did you need to go so in depth? Things like that. We always talk to our guys about how we talk about each other and the group and how we want to be portrayed. So, but look, you'd rather harness passion than try and bring passion out of people. So, so having said that, I think that's fine.
Have you changed the message at all this week?
No, nothing's changed. No. One thing we have to instill in this group is consistency. What we do works. A lot of the things we do, a lot of other teams are doing as well. It's just they're doing it a little bit better. So I think the planning itself's fine. We just have to make sure our implementation's good. And under pressure, we can still think through that. At times, just the ability to think when the opposition's coming at you.
So you should come back into the side?
We'll find out this afternoon, Greg. Very good question.
Why did you leave him out last week, mate?
Look, he's like all young players. I mean, I know James, there's a lot of, hysteria around James, but he's a young player. I mean, I think people forget it's okay for a player in your first couple of years to be dropped and come back in the team, and he's no different, and my job's to coach the team and coach 47 players, and he's one of those. So, I mean, thought the best thing for him last week was to go back, get a lot of ball in hands and get physical and be the main man, and it kind of ticked that box. I thought the Gold Coast game, the pre-season game, and then round one he sort of was a bit behind. So he spent time in the reserves, as is Darcy Gardner and Sam Mays and Tom Cutler and Nick Robertson and all of them. So he's not immune to that. He's a young player, and I think we should all cut him a little bit of slack with his development anyway.
What's your take on the Michael Close incident, and can you tell us who comes in for him?
Yeah, who comes in for him? Yeah, Stakes is a big chance to play this week, which is good. He's had a few games back now and he's got his confidence up, so that's more likely chance to happen. Just to get through training at the moment, obviously holding my breath with every time we compete at the moment because there's a few dropping. But Close is disappointing because we don't have many key forwards, and our plan was to sort of roll him out for the rest of the year, get another 20 games under his belt, and he's been robbed of that. Whether he's been robbed by bad luck or bad surface, I guess that's other people to fight it out, but for him it's disappointing for that reason.
Aside from the 20 games that you'll miss this year, how far does it set him back in real terms, guys that are so young in his career?
It sets you back physically, there's no doubt. I mean, we all know that. There's 20 games and there's probably the first 10 of next year that he's going to be rusty, so you get to argue it's 30, but what he will get is a good understanding of his body himself. He'll learn good lessons mentally about what he's about to go through and how much the game means to him. So, there's a few of us that have been through this, these reconstructions and long-term injuries. He's not the only one. So hopefully he can learn a bit more and maybe even the mental side of the game, become a bit more of a student, do some more work with the coaches and understand the game better. I mean, that's the advantages he can have this year as well. He looks good, Rocky. He's put his name on the board all week, so there's nothing. Every day he's telling me he's ready to play, so everyone else is holding him back. So that's good. That's what you want out of your captain and your leader.
Is he ahead, and how far ahead?
Oh, look, I mean, the thing at the moment, I mean, it's the pain issue. I mean, it's the lung itself's the bit. I mean, the lung has to heal. So that's the only thing stopping him at this point in time. He's happy to play with brace and things like that, but it's just the lung. You have to give it a certain amount of time for that to heal. So, as you know, you can't look inside your lung and see whether it's okay. So you just have to go on the specialist, and they don't think it's right to go yet.
Have you noticed any drop or in confidence or spirit, I guess, after 2 weeks? He came in with I guess high hopes like everyone does, and it hasn't.
Yeah, look,
so far.
I think one thing, it's probably a good realisation for our boys that, you know, when the game speeds up, we have to go to another level as well. You know, and also a good realisation that, yeah, we are still young in a few areas, you know, and we've still got some development to do, even though our midfield's pretty good, pretty well aged, and you know, in a really good position at probably the best stage of their careers. The rest of our ground's still a little bit young and undersized, so we're going to have to sort of help each other, work with each other, and for us to play our best footy, we have to be a really good team as opposed to a bunch of really good individuals.